Hello, welcome back to another video on astrology. This video is part of the series that we've been doing for Mercury in various houses. Mercury 1, Mercury in first house and second house has been done, and this is Mercury in the third house. We are referring to the book by Sage Bhrigu, Bhrigu Sutram. The translation has been done by Dr. G.S. Kapoor, and to help us with the Sanskrit portion, Mrs. Harini Prahlad is here with us, and we are glad to invite her back once again to do this because last time we did it with her regarding Mercury in the first house. And just in case, before you even come to watch the rest of this video, I request you to watch the earlier two parts because you will get a certain kind of understanding that it's not so easy as you think just by knowing where a planet is. You just can't read it as it is from the book because there are several other ways the effect of a planet can be modified. For example, Mercury does not like to be in certain houses of its enemy, or sometimes when he is in Mars sign also, Mars seems to afflict Mercury indirectly. And sometimes Mercury is exalted, sometimes Mercury is debilitated in a horoscope. So there's so many types. So that as we go through this lesson, as we go through this tutorial, we will definitely be showing you some samples. But because some students may feel that we are repeating the same thing over and over again, that's the reason why I'm asking you to watch the first one of this series, Mercury in the first house, before you even come to the third house. For some planets in various houses, we find that the description given by Sage Bhrigu is quite long, but on certain occasions, we find it is very short. For example, Mars in the ninth house, just 2 lines. Whereas for Mercury in the first such, the text portion was very long. There were a lot of indications because of one particular planet being in this house, like Mercury in the first house. So we do not know what's the reason for that, but we can easily assume that certain planets have greater effects on certain houses. That's the only way to understand why at times it is very short and at times it is very long. Maybe it has more fate in it. Maybe this particular combination has less fate in it.
Whenever we read the result of any planet in any house, there are 2 important things that we should keep in our mind. One, the nature of the planet concerned, in this case Mercury. And 2, the house number. And if you know everything about the house, even without referring to any book, you will be able to come up with reasons for why we should expect certain kind of result just because this planet occupies this particular house. So if, for example, if you know Mercury is all about communication and the third house is about communication, then you will know for sure that Mercury will do very well in the third house. Another intelligent way is to fix the ascendant always as Aries, because this is the ascendant of the Kala Purusha, the time personified. And so all you have to do is bring in Mercury and place it in its own house. So now you have Mercury in the third house. So from this you understand that Mercury must be doing well in the third house, because Mercury will say in the Kala Purusha's horoscope, I am in my own house. So to that extent you can be very sure about it. And third house is house of Sahaya. So you expect the rishis to speak about help. Maybe the third house is about our siblings, the co-bonds, brothers and sisters. So that way you expect the rishis to speak something about siblings whenever we speak about any planet in the third house. Maybe Mercury is all about help in terms of communication. So you will communicate very well with your brother or sister, or your own communication strength will be very high. You will be capable of convincing people with your intelligence and your communication skills. So when you see Sage Bhrigu did say that Mercury in the third house helps people generate income. It's very easy to understand why. It is because the one who has better communication is most probably going to be successful in interviews and is going to be received well by the world. But sometimes we are perplexed as why the rishis have said so many other things about any planet in a particular house, as in this case Mercury in the third, which we are going to see in this video. Those are the times we should say, okay, I give up, only the rishis know better than us. But there are 12 different ways Mercury could be in your third house, and this one is just one of them. And so Mercury is very happy to be here because Mercury says, I am in my own house. But suppose I shift the ascendant to, let's say, Rishabha, the next sign, Taurus, and then I shift Mercury to the third. Mercury says, I'm not so happy to be here because Mercury says, I consider Moon as my enemy. And you know that this sign, Karkadaga or Cancer, where Mercury is right now, belongs to his only enemy, the Moon. How do you know this? Is by referring to this here, the table of friendship and enmity. You can see this. It says Mercury has only one enemy, and that is the Moon. And if you want to remember this, the easy way out is to think Mercury is all about logic, calculations, straightforward, intelligence, whereas Moon is all about emotions. They somehow don't get along very well. Then suppose I shift the ascendant to Mithuna, Gemini, and then I place Mercury in the house of Sun. This is also very good because Mercury says I am in my friend's house. Mercury treats the Sun as his friend. Then the next condition is, now this is the next possibility where Mercury is not just in his own house or Mula Trikona, but it is also in exaltation. So this Mercury must be surely happy to be. And also, whenever you see a combination like this, when we go through the rest of the video and understand what is the effect, what are the expected effects of Mercury being in the third house, of whatever good that has been stated by the Rishi must be told in full for the person having such a Mercury, because Mercury says, I am extremely happy to be here. Now we move on to the next Lagna, and this time it is Simha Lagna, and Mercury is in Venus sign. You know that Mercury thinks that Venus is his friend. So therefore, Mercury is happy to be here. If you know more about the Rashi, you could add some more extra dimensions to it. For example, you can say, okay, Mercury is in the sign of Libra, where Libra is the marketplace. So the person having such a Mercury would do very well in trading activities. The zodiac sign for this is a person holding a weighing balance. This is Kanya Lagna, and Mercury this time is in Mars sign, and Mercury feels not so comfortable here. Though you might say that Mercury looks at Mars as though he is neutral, but in a way it is one-sided because Mars treats Mercury as its enemy. Therefore, this Mercury is not that happy to be in such a house. This is another situation of Tula Lagna, Libra ascendant, and Mercury is in the third house. Mercury is also in Jupiter's. This time Mercury is in Jupiter sign, and Mercury treats Jupiter as its neutral. Though you know that Jupiter treats Mercury as its enemy. So whenever it is one-sided, please understand it's not the same as being in a friend's house. So it's not that good, but still it's okay. Now this one is Vrishchika Lagna, and Mercury is in Saturn sign. From the point of view of Mercury, he says that Saturn is my neutral, whereas Saturn says Mercury is my friend. So here there's no issues at all of this kind of a Mercury because of that. So let's shift the Lagna to Sagittarius, and we get the similar reading because both these houses belong to Saturn. So no enmity is here. So everything should be fine. And the next one is Makara Lagna and Mercury in Jupiter sign. And this is also a debilitation point of Mercury. So any planet that is debilitated, which is the general theory in astrology, is that it will tend to give more challenges. And so whatever bad has been stated about this Mercury being in the third by Sage Bruggu, all those possibilities are likely to surface in the person's life. This is Kumbha Lagna and Mercury is in the sign of Mars. The same logic that we had used for Kanya Lagna and Mercury in the third. So this is not that good, especially because Mercury feels that this is a special house of Mars. Mars is extremely powerful here. And so this is not a very good combination. This is the last possibility, that Pisces ascendant, Meena Lagna with Mercury in Venus sign. Mercury treats Venus as its friend. So Mercury is very happy to be here. And we have completed all the 12 possibilities. When we went through these examples, what we did was we kept Mercury in 12 different places. And that's the reason why when you read a book and simply you just read where Mercury is in the third house, you refer to any book and read it, you may not get accurate results because Mercury could have been in any of the 12 houses and there is a different effect just because the sign in which it occupies has changed. So that's what we did so far. But if you want to add more parameters, there are some methods. Now let's say Mercury is anywhere. Okay, doesn't matter where it is. Let's randomly place it somewhere like this, or here, or here. Let's stop here. Now this Mercury is quite happy to be here, and then let's say ascendant is here. But if you bring its arch rival Mars, or Mars afflicts Mercury very well. Okay, so Mars afflicts Mercury, and so this will be an afflicted Mercury. So this Mercury will turn bad. So the way the person communicates will be a little rude and blunt and rash. There will be a lot of fighting element in the speech because of that. And if Ketu conjoins, it will make things worse. Okay, this is Papa Yute. That is whenever Mercury is with malefics. So this is a case of a typical afflicted Mercury because he's in a Papakartri situation bracketed by malefics. So always keep an eye on this. For example, if you want to add one more parameter, you could, maybe there is a Saturn here in ascendant, and Saturn by its third house aspect looks at this combination. Okay, so like this, third house aspect. Then Mercury gets afflicted because of a natural malefic looking at Mercury. When the Sun sits with Mercury, you need to always look into how close they are. And if Sun is very close to Mercury, Mercury is in a state of combustion. And Maharishi Parashara has taught us that if Mercury is very close to the Sun, maybe sometimes within a degree, it is completely afflicted. It is afflicted to the maximum. And during the period of Mercury, in its dasha or antardasha, etc., it will cause a lot of fear and uncertainty. So this Mercury is supposed to be afflicted. So, on the other hand, the quality of this Mercury can improve if Jupiter is also along with it, or Jupiter is looking at it straight from the opposite side, as in this case, or maybe Jupiter is looking by its fifth house aspect on Mercury. So all this must be borne in mind whenever you are interested in knowing about the effect of a planet in a particular house. Now let's get on with the actual lesson.
We have to also consider it from this point of view. So let's see how it is with regard to Mercury in the third house. I welcome Mrs. Harini Prahlad.
Namaste, Mahodaya. We shall
Namaste.
start the session with shloka. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Adityaya Somaya Mangalaya Budaya Cha Guru Shukra Shanibhyascha Rahuve Ketuve Namaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lagna Tritiye Buddha Phalam. Let's look at the fruits of Mercury in the third house from Lagna. Bratruman Bahu Saukyavan. Bratru means brother. Bratruman means this person will have many brothers. Bahu Saukyavan. He will be very happy. Saukya, happy. He will be very happy. Guruji, can you share your experience regarding this?
Basically, what we expect is that we are talking about the third house. Mercury is in the third house. So, obviously, something about the third house will gain predominance over other matters. And third house is the house of brothers and sisters, sibling, and somebody who has, anything that helps us. If the third house gets afflicted, then our help, the help that we need in life may not be available. And with regard to the family that we are born into, the first help usually comes from brothers and sisters. Now things are changing fast, but in those days it was like this. In the days when astrology was, like for example, in the days of Sage Bhrigu, it was one of the most important thing. As as we look at the the mythological stories, it will always be the brothers are together. In good and bad times they'll be together and fight it out. He spoils only when it is connected to some malefic planets. Until then, we can almost look at it as a Saumya Graha itself, like Jupiter or Venus. It's possible that we can look at it like this. That's the reason why wherever it sits, the good is coming out of it much more, as is evident from this text. Bahu Saukyavan. It only promotes that house. It's not hurting the house. Okay, so I have seen in many cases this, but apart from that, let's say for certain ascendants, for example, maybe it is a Mesha Lagna and then Mercury is the third lord in the third house, Mercury, because it is the third house is Mithuna. In which case, it is not only Bratruman, Bahu Saukyavan, it will be more of talents. The person will be extremely intelligent because Mercury is all about intelligence. And Mercury is all about speed, and the person will have be very good with the use of their hands, especially for speed. Because people who move fast, their hands and feet, they're supposed to be, they stand out in a crowd. Even in games, even in sports, speed is a sense of, as an adjective to intelligence, because you have to write an exam very fast. So Mercury is all about speed. So you could derive many other things, but of course, in this text, we do not find these things mentioned. The reason being that the Maharishi has explained about the different angles of viewing it in different chapters. Maharishi Parashar has done that. And in Sage Bhrigu's Bhrigu Sutram, we only find whatever has been written here is just straight. Where is it? It is in the third. There is no other parameter being used here. So that's something that we'll have to always remember. Is it in own house? Is it in Swakshetra, that is own house? Or is it in Uchasthana, exaltation, Nichasthana, debilitation, enemy's house? Nothing. It just says Bratruman, Bahu Saukyavan. That means it is tending to promote this house with regard to the matters of the third house. For singers, for those who communicate, orators, those who give speech, this combination is really good.
Panchadasha Varshe Kshetra Putra Yutaha. Panchadasha means 15. Panchadasha Varshe, in the 15th year. Kshetra Putra Yutaha. Yuta is association or Yuta also means standing in conjunction with. Okay, so Kshetra Putra Yutaha means associated with place or children. Guruji, author has given this meaning. In the
Basic,
15th
yeah.
in the 15th year, he will get a son and will become owner of lands. But when we translate, it says Yuta is association, Kshetra is place, and Putra is children. So he might be associated with place or children, or is it valid now? In 15th year, he will get a son and become owner of land. Is it?
Yeah, this is something that we have to consider what we always refer in astrology as Kala Desha Patra. Definitely, we'll have to give a lot of importance to that. Things are changing fast, and our children do not get people don't get married when they are 15 years. But once you know the content, the meaning of these, you can change it to something else. For example, fifth house could be related to education, getting a title, being first in class. So you can change it accordingly in whatever ways you want it, because the in during our current times, people are still in school, and so this would be a wonderful experience in school. During the 15th year of their life, they might do exceedingly well and go to the next level in education. So if you know more about every house, because putra means children, fifth house, it's promoting fifth house matters. So you could say maybe the person gets into games, sports in a big way, etc. Kshetra might be gaining name and fame, etc. Showing their presence. Yes, I'm here, I am important. Those way, you do not take it as only getting the land. Kshetra actually sometimes means land, but maybe conquering of a position in a society. I become the maybe somebody in the a school first. Something specific happens during the 15th year. So we will have to consider all this in the from the point of view of the times are changing. And even if you say, in for example, in the same uh, Mercury in various houses, there is a translation which goes like this, that the person will be blessed with 7 children, and we know that 7 children, it doesn't happen now. Okay, but it only means that the person has this potential. Actually, astrology is all about you have the potential, but you can always underplay. You need not fulfill the potential. You can say, I'm not interested, I can skip that, I can. But if you try and if you want, it will happen. So during this time, in some parts of the world, they might produce a child. We never know that. Okay. It is possible still. So whatever is written, let's trust it. It is possible, we'll think. But if it is not possible, we will try to alter it and modify it with something else that we know of, that whatever he's talking about. As in this case, Kshetra could be your home. Maybe his father purchases a new home, a flat. So anything can happen. And he's going to enjoy that house. It's all possible. All we can derive is that we can say something nice is happening in the 15th year. And how much ever we can try to associate with these words, that much better. That's why we are doing this translation. So once you, because of the way you're giving us the actual meaning of these words, as astrology lovers can actually keep modifying it in the way they want it.
Actually, Guruji, I have Mercury in third house, and around my 15th year of age, my grandma and my dad, they actually rebuilt the house.
Very good. So that's something like you're acquiring some extra space. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still possible. That's why even though we know Kala Desha Patra is there, that we have to consider these things. Things are changing, but at the same time, we should know they exist as a potential. Even though I will say that if somebody has a certain kind of planetary combination where Sage Bhrigu had mentioned the possibility of 7 children, I think even now, if the person wants, he can produce 7 children. It is possible. It's not impossible. But once he has that combination, it doesn't have the combination, no matter how much he tries, he cannot produce even one child if the horoscope is not promising children. So we'll have to praise all this from that point of view. It's still valid in a certain way.
Dana Labhavan. He will be profitable and wealthy. So is this associated with 15th year? Will he be profitable in 15th year?
So basically, when a yoga is there, on the background, the yoga works throughout life. It is not dependent on any particular year. To say, for example, if you look at a rich person who is been rich from day one of his life, and it goes on like that till the end of his life. So they have something in them which is called the permanent yogas. These yogas are not dependent on a particular year. Only in that year they will be wealthy and later on they will not be wealthy. Not like that. It is only that they have this yoga and it will be working on the background all the time. So a person having Mercury in the third house tends to be richer. Okay, you can always keep it like that. There's no connection with the Pancha Dasha rule, which is before. So this is a standalone word. So that means Mercury promotes welfare. I think you could use common sense. Third house is house of communication. Who earns the most? Politicians, because they speak a lot. Okay, whoever speaks a lot and is able to communicate, is able to tell what he has to say, definitely they'll be successful, right? The one, for example, in interview, you don't open your mouth at all, then you're not going to get the job. That means no communication skills. So in a way, they are connecting all this very sensibly. So Dana Labhavan. So he will have income through his activities, because Mercury in the third, I've seen many magicians having Mercury in the third. They can move their hands so fast that you will not even know what happened. So martial artists will have a Mercury in the third house, for example. But that Mercury should be very strong in Shadbala, must be not afflicted, and it should be beneficially placed in certain ways. Then all of this Dana Labhavan, everything will happen. And that
And
means,
teachers too, sir. Teachers, professors, and those who are communicating.
yes, definitely.
Sadgunashali. He will be of good character. Bhavadipe Balayute Dirgayuhu. Bhavadipe, the lord of the house, Balayute. If the lord of the house is strong, Bala is strong. Dirgayuhu is long life. Ayu is life, lifespan. Dirgayuhu, long life. Can you explain this, sir? What is Bhavadipe Balayute Dirgayuhu?
Throughout Sage Bhrigu we find a new approach, a very different kind of approach. It doesn't speak just about the planet that is occupying a house. Oftentimes, we have seen that he is discussing the Lord of the house. So this is something that has been normally, skipped when a reading happens, because you are so obsessed with who is occupying it. It's like which person is occupying this particular house on the street. But when you look at maybe government officers or etc., for some reasons, they will always ask, they'll be more interested in knowing whose house this is, who owns this house. So Bhavadipe, so instead of just describing Mercury all by himself, another parameter has been added, that if in such a situation, because the third house is actually the house of lifespan, longevity. The third and the eighth house are the houses of longevity, and the second and the 12th from that, both these houses are Marakasthanas. They are the houses of death. So the third and the eighth are actually wanting to stretch our life, like it's a fight, and it wants you to extend the lifespan. If bad things are happening in the third house, the life will get shortened. Both in eighth also, that's the same thing. So here he is saying, if the lord of the third house, already Mercury in the third, it looks like he's only talking about it as beneficial. Okay, and in that, under that beneficence, additionally, if the lord is also strong, he says, then there is an increase in Ayush, Dirgayu. So that is pushing it further. The person will live longer. So in astrology, like in every other methods of science, you need to stack up something. If you want to make a statement about someone, you need to get more evidence in favor of a particular point of view. For example, if you go through the chapters of longevity, there will be so many rules that says all these combinations will reduce lifespan. There will be so many rules that where it will say you will have extended life. like you will have more years added to the lifespan. So you'll have to do both the plus minus and finally come to a conclusion. That's the reason why longevity prediction is very difficult. But in this case, he simply says that, okay, look at the third house, the third lord, because we are talking about Mercury in the third. If that planet is strong, now what do you mean by strong? Balayute. Strong is basically the best way to say if a planet is strong or not. There is no other way other than Shadbala. And Shadbala, because of computers, it's now easy to do. There were times when you didn't have, you didn't have the patience to do all these calculations. It runs into several pages, and no person is going to be quietly sitting in front of the astrologer until the person does all the calculation. There were no computers those days, so it was usually skipped. Simple way of saying it is strong is by using ordinary ideas like, is it exalted, is it debilitated, is it in own house, something like that, or is it in well placed within, connected to Shubha Grahas, or the opposite could be afflicted by Ashubha Grahas, Krura Grahas. Those are the simple ideas that they used. But to tell you the truth, Shadbala runs into several pages. It runs to, I think, roughly in BPHS volume 1, it runs almost to 40 pages. And they, after doing all the 40, going through all the 40 pages for one planet, you will finally come to know whether it is strong or not. If the third lord is strong, and maybe he also hints at it should be beneficially placed, then Mercury in the third is going to, add on more years to the lifespan of the person. You can be sure about that.
Dhairyavan. This person will be brave. Dhairya, brave.
If you want to know what connection is there for Dhairyam in terms of Mercury in the third, just use common sense. To express courage, what would you need? How will people know that you are not a coward and that you are a brave person? How will they know?
Speech. Through communicating.
Through communication. So he will not be afraid. He'll say, I don't care. You do what you want. Like that. So you'll have either speech. What else is possible? He will fight. He will have his weapons. He will be good at, let's say, martial arts, or he will have some methods. So using his speed, something can happen. So Mercury in the third always promotes speed because it is in Kala Purusha. See, what are we referring to here? One easy way out is always take the Kala Purusha as a reference point. If you want to add more, for example, Mesha Lagna is always the horoscope for the entire world, or for entire astrology itself. Only for individual human beings, they are born in different ascendants with a different Lagna. So they have a different Lagna. So you have a totally different reading. Whereas for time personified, the entire time, Kala, personified into a human being, his first house or his head is always in the Mesha, Aries. It all starts from Aries all the time. So the third house is Mercury's own house. That's the reason why he's saying, always he's prone to saying nice things about this, of whatever the third house is promoting it. He's saying something good is going to happen. So to express courage, there are only two ways. Either you use your hands and limbs, and you have a weapon in your hand and you press the trigger, or you have a bow and arrow, you have a sword. All of this is only Mercury, third house. How quickly can you move those weapons, etc. Or how quickly can you talk and convince the other person to come out of the situation, to win the battle, arguments. So Dhairyavan, it takes a lot of courage to be in a debate, to be a narrator, standing in a large, in front of a large crowd. So
third house also means courage, like sir.
Yes, third house is house of courage. So third house is house of courage. It is house of brothers and sisters. It is about our desire to make something. It's a Kama house. The first house is actually Dharma. The next is Artha. The next one is Kama. So third house is Kama, inclination. I want. Some of the words that you had already translated in the beginning, it's about all these achievements. Okay, so he's only hinting at whatever is our desire, our karma. Karma is just simply desire. So you have the key matters pertaining to the third house is definitely brothers only, sibling. But if you want to make it like one word, it is that which helps you. If I have fallen into a pit and nobody is there, what do? I shout for help. Help is communicating. Brother and sister, call your brother, call your sister, for help. Somebody is there at home. Third house, neighbors. If some situation is going on, you say, what happened to my neighbors? They're supposed to help you. So the third house is Sahaya Sahodrasthana. Okay. So in this comes courage, because with courage helps you. Courage helps you. So even if a lion is coming to attack us, you need the courage even to run away. If you're scared, you will not even move, and it'll be easy prey. So to run as quickly as possible and save yourself is definitely it's going to be helped by the third house Mercury.
Bhavadipe Bhratrupida Bhitiman. Sir, I think one word is left. Is it Bhavadipe is Lord of the house? Bhratrupida is trouble to the brothers. Bhitiman is this person may be fearful. So can we say Bhavadipe Balahine? If it is if it is not strong, if the third house is not strong, then they will have trouble to their, there will be trouble to their brothers. And this person might be fearful or his brother will be fearful. How to take that, sir? Bhratrupida Bhitiman.
But for Bhratrupida, what is the translation?
Bhratrupida is trouble. Bhratru is brother. So trouble to the brothers.
No, it's always astrology is only from my point of view. It's like that.
So
whosoever horoscope you
can we say there might be some trouble for us by brothers?
Exactly. It's always like that. Astrology, horoscope means what is it for me? It's always like that. For every individual horoscope, they only have to use it like that. So whenever you say Bhratrupida, it's not that the brother himself or the sibling himself or herself is in trouble. It is that they will trouble us. So as you rightly pointed out, a word is missed. One complete word has been missed out here, because it's obvious that in the preceding line, Bhrigu had mentioned Bhavadipe Balayute. I'm sure it was a mistake when they did the first edition of this book, because Balayute is there, and even Balayute comes in the last line also. So it is we can easily guess that Balahine must have been the word that was missed. So Bhavadipe Balahine Bhratrupida.
Sir, author has translated like this. If the Lord of the third is weak, the brothers will have to face sufferings. And native will be timid.
No.
So here he's telling brothers will face the sufferings.
No, it is definitely a mistake. It is about they will face the suffering because of the brother.
Okay. This person will be fearful and he will also face troubles by their brother.
Exactly. A beneficial third house will be brothers will help you. Help will come to you. Your neighbors will help you. All that which has to help you in life will help you. If the Lord of the third house of help is weak, you should just reverse it and say, instead of Dhairyavan, you say Bhitiman. That is becomes afraid. Is a coward. So Bhratrupida, again, it's only from his point of view. So many people in astrology make this mistake. That means I have a brother who's weak. It's not brother who's weak. The brother is against the person.
Is it due to the affliction of Mercury, sir? Mercury.
No, actually, whenever you read about any house, there are two dimensions to it. One, who is occupying the house, and the second one is who is the Lord of the house. Actually, there is a third factor which has not been included here. It is called the significator of the house. So Mars is the significator of brothers. So additionally, if you find Mars also having a problem, then you can say that the third house factors are all bad. Maybe because the Lord of the third is bad, weak, and then the karaka for the third house is also weak and afflicted. You can add one more parameter like this, but in this, sometimes this approach has been consistently used by Maharishi Parashara, and we know this method that there are three things that affect a house: the Lord, the planet inside, and the significator of that house. They three decide upon the quality of that house. So we can, if you want, to bring in one more factor, since we started this discussion, we can say, please have a look at Mars, the Karaka for the third house. We can say that.
Balayute Bratra Dirgayuhu. Bala is strong if it is associated with a strong. Can we say if the third house Lord is associated with a strong planet, Bratra, brother, Dirgayuhu, live a long life. So here brother will live a long life if Mercury is associated with a strong planet. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, the logic here is he has to live long for him to get the help from that person. See, suppose a person passes away, then where is the help from the brother? So in order that he helps him, the person must be alive in the first place, which means consistent help is going to come. So there'll be a good neighbor always. There'll be somebody to help this person all the time, because the third lord is strong. It's not about Mercury at all, because this is only based upon the lord of the house. Okay. So by using that logic, what G.S. Kapoor must have done, even for Bhratrupida, if the person is not helping, maybe he himself is in trouble, the brother. It is possible. Not all the time. Okay, because Bhratrupida might be the person himself is not doing well, then how is it possible for them to help you?
Sir, is it that the brother would not be in a position to help him, this person?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe not bad, but himself unable to help you. And he is also not courageous. Then what does he do? So he'll definitely not serve the purpose of that you are being helped by brothers. So that purpose is lost. Yeah. So here you see Balayute, Bratra, Dirgayuhu is just that the brother will be there available for. See, when somebody is helping you continuously, one of the fear that we might have is how long will he be alive? Because then once he is gone, then the help also ceases. So our concern is how long will the help come? So that way, Balayute Bhrata Dirgayuha is appropriate.
So we should look everything from the native's point of view.
Yes, native's point of view, but sometimes because of the interconnection, the other person also will have some relationship to this. Because as in this case, I explained that person also might be in trouble only because of that he's not able to help. Or the brother also might be not courageous. So it is possible. Weak. Because the word, this is all about brother. In this case, it is referring to another person. So much referring to other person. Unlike other combinations, which is referring only to yourself. But ultimately, let's say in the family, there are 5 brothers. Now, the one who has the Bhavadipe Balahine, that is weak third lord, to that person, the brothers will not help or not come to their aid. Somebody else in the family having a strong third lord, these other remaining brothers will go and help him. It's always possible. Ultimately, when you read a horoscope, it is all from his point of view or her point of view, the native's point of view. We call it nativity. Okay. So we can take it like that, and we can use common sense. Maybe it's a hint at the actual situation of the brother himself.
Translation that was sent to me by one of my students, Padmaja Peketi, who wished to just give me this PDF alone, and she said she does not want to be on the video. She has done a good job. So here we see here, she has done both the Sanskrit part and the English part. Bratruvan, Bahusakyavan, native will have brothers, or you can also say native will be very happy. if 15 in the 15th year, Pancha Dashavarshe Kshetra Putra Yutaha, the native will beget a son or beget a child, will be furnished with or obtain possession of land, fields, regions, farm, domains, area, site. So she has given, I think she has taken this from Sanskrit, spokensanskrit.com, all the meanings. And then the next word, Dana Labhavan, which is wealth and prosperity, one who has got possession of. So this is actually very good for wealth and prosperity. Sudha Gunashali, Sadgunashali, full of virtues, good qualities. And these are the many meanings of the same word, Sadguna. Shalin is possessed of, possessing. If the third lord is strong, the native will have long life and will be brave and courageous. Bhavadipe balayute dirghayuhu, dhairyavan. Then the next one is, she has found that there is a missing word which even Mrs. Harini Prahlad also mentioned. And I think we have replaced the missing word as Balahine. Then Balayute Bratra Dirghayuhu. If Mercury is strong as per the chart, the native's brother will have good longevity. We have come to the end of this video. In case you have any doubts, please type them out in the comment section. And whenever I find the time, I'll answer them for you. And see you soon in my next video.